Hello, welcome to the channel. Silent treatment, or the cold shoulder, when a narcissist suddenly stops talking to you, is one of the most destructive manipulative techniques out there. It leaves you with a gaping void, many questions swirling in your head. You don't even understand what you did wrong, and you don't know how to fix the problem. In this video, I will help you understand every doubt that arises in your mind so that you understand the reason for their indifference and don't let yourself be manipulated. Let's begin. Narcissists have a wide range of manipulation strategies, and the silent treatment is one of their favorites. With this technique, they achieve many things at once. It makes you feel guilty, it invites you to doubt your truths and convictions, it pushes you towards pain and loneliness, it places them in a position of superiority and high value, and it also serves to avoid discussions and never take responsibility for anything. By this point, you should recognize that when you have an argument with a narcissistic person, not only do they never admit fault for anything, but they also blame you for everything. If you insist on revisiting the issue and touch on a key point where you know you're right, they will avoid the topic by either diverting the conversation to make it your fault or even playing the victim, pretending that you're hurting them so that you'll feel sorry and drop the argument. These are some of their most common tricks. But another one of their techniques is to get angry and stop talking to you. With this, they make you start doubting your arguments, which you were so sure of at the beginning, or make you think that it's not as serious or important as you believed. Since it affects them so much, it's not worth distancing yourself and not talking over something trivial. Of course, it did matter, which is why they used evasion, anger, or the silent treatment to avoid that topic, knowing that you could corner them and thus weaken their hold over you. But when they start applying the silent treatment, loneliness begins to creep in, and the sadness of being separated and feeling like it's your fault sets in because perhaps if you hadn't been so insistent, none of this would have happened and you'd be together right now. This is precisely what the narcissist wants you to think. That's the trick. If you feel guilty, if you doubt your truths, if you stop defending your position, and if you set aside your self-esteem, the narcissist will have gained more ground over you. Their sense of power lies in that every day, without realizing it, you leave a part of yourself, your self-esteem, and surrender yourself completely to them. If you don't do what they want, they will punish you with their silence. It's a way of training you, as if you were a pet, to make you always do what they desire. Your feelings don't matter to them, let alone your suffering. In fact, they enjoy inflicting that pain on you because it's a way to demonstrate the power they have over you, and that is narcissistic supply in large doses of pleasure. Their goal is to make you suffer. They don't really want to resolve anything. Empathetic people want to resolve conflicts. We seek to reach an agreement, a mutual understanding that benefits both parties. However, this is impossible to achieve with a narcissistic person because all they want is for you to admit your guilt so they can feel superior to you and generate in you a deeper and deeper submission. They want you to give up your right to defend yourself, to question them, to express your concerns, or to express what hurts or bothers you. For the narcissist, your rights don't matter. They don't count. Only their personal interests matter, which include your constant submission to their manipulation. The silent treatment directly targets your emotions. You will feel alone, with a sense of emptiness, a fear of losing them forever. And this fear will lead you to seek a way to regain that pleasurable sensation you felt when things were good. At this point, it's important to clarify that the feeling of addiction you have towards this person was actually provoked and planned from the beginning by the narcissist. The love bombing, the golden stage of the relationship with the narcissist, is where everything is love, undivided attention, gifts, and the feeling that you are soulmates destined to be together forever. All of this, which may seem like a Hollywood romantic movie, is precisely that, fiction. It was all constructed from the beginning, a character created for you to fall in love with from the start and remain hooked on that memory forever. What the narcissist, whether male or female, did was give you a reference of who they are. They sold you the ideal person for you, and once you bought into it, even if that character disappears in your mind, it's ingrained that this is the person. This serves to justify each of their actions in the future and to keep insisting on the relationship, searching for that ideal being that they were at the beginning, and that occasionally appears in the relationship at opportune moments, of course, like when you're about to leave them or when they need something from you. This is a way to keep you in eternal waiting, and it's what generates that feeling of addiction and emptiness in the silent treatment because, just like an addict to any toxic substance, your body will crave to consume again even though it knows it's harmful. This is because the internal belief is created that it's the only way to endure the pain because you end up believing that the cure for your suffering is the same as the illness. It's a clear example of the mental confusion that these people generate in you, thinking that you can't live without them, justifying their actions, their indifference, their repeated manipulation over and over again. What they achieve by not talking to you is to nullify you as a person. It's a way of denying you, of completely belittling you, of pretending as if you don't exist, and that is tremendously painful because you love them, and it shatters you that the person you love behaves so cruelly towards you. Since you don't believe that they are doing it intentionally because in your mind, you can't fathom something so perverse, you start justifying and wanting to understand why it feels so bad when they reach the point of not talking to you and showing such indifference. You don't want them to suffer either. You'd rather apologize, even though you don't even know what you really did. You begin to keep things to yourself to avoid conflicts, stop expressing your feelings, avoid addressing any conflicts or situations that bother you. And that's how you start to be in the palm of the narcissist hand. They will relish their immense power over you and begin to tighten their grip until they crush you completely. This may seem very perverse, but if you start yielding to their manipulation through the silent treatment, this is what will happen. You don't have to give in. You have every right to express your concerns, what bothers you, what hurts you, or simply what you want to express. No one has the right to silence you, let alone punish you with the cold shoulder. The reality is that we are adults, and things need to be talked about. You don't have to wait for the narcissist to talk to you. That leaves you in a submissive position with a lot of uncertainty, anxiety, pain, and unable to move on with your life. You have to speak to them, tell them that you need to talk, express everything you want to say without holding anything back. This will help prevent your own silences from making you ill, and it will also change the roles, giving you the power in the situation. You won't be waiting for the narcissist to speak to you. You will take control of your life, say what you want to say, and if they continue to ignore you, you will inform them that you are ending this for good and blocking them on all social media. By this, I don't mean that if the narcissist is willing to talk, you have to forgive them. What I propose is that you take control of your life, say what you feel like saying, don't hold back anything you want to express, and don't accept any form of mistreatment, including, of course, the silent treatment. The cold shoulder is a violent behavior, and you need to be very clear about it, especially if it's your partner or your family who claim to love and respect you. If they try to belittle you and leave you waiting in silence, you have to take the reins yourself, decide about your own life, and stop giving power to others. It always depends on you. If you've identified that this person is a narcissist, the best approach is to go no contact directly. You can contact them only to inform them of your decision and then block them everywhere. This is the key difference between the narcissist's silent treatment and you stopping communication and blocking them. It may seem similar, but it's not. The narcissist's silent treatment is a punishment to manipulate you, to make you come back, to make you apologize, to make you feel bad, and to destroy your self-esteem. But you don't even understand the reason well, and that generates more doubts and frustration. When you block them on all platforms, the difference is that you do it to protect yourself, not to manipulate or hurt them. Moreover, you are letting them know and giving the reasons for your decision, which is very different from leaving you with doubts, guilt, and uncertainty, which is what the narcissist does to you. I hope the differences have been understood well, and that this video has helped you not fall into manipulation, understand why they do it, and that it serves you to take control of your life and start making your own decisions without waiting for someone else who has you in limbo. Take care and pay attention to the signs. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more content like this.